Hey, welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one right here is for Doctor Who, Season 3, Episode number 9. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, tell a friend to tell all their friends. It's for the algorithm. Thank you.
Shout out to, not shout out, a couple comments from the last episode, starting with executive producer CJ, who says, the pacing of this episode is completely thrown off. I remember watching it for the first time and being really confused. Today, admittedly having seen this two-parter several times, it's become one of my favorite stories. Couple of fun facts: this was originally written as a Doctor Who novel in the 90s featuring the 7th Doctor, who was a TV Doctor in the 80s, and one of his companions, John Smith, also known as the Doctor's human form, mentions his parent are Sydney the watchmaker and Verity the nurse. This is actually a fan Easter egg. Sydney Newman was the creator of Doctor Who, and Verify Lambert was the original producer showrunner. She was actually the first only female producer in the BBC at the time. Doctor Who actually has a very diverse history from the start, because the first and frequent director of early Doctor Who was Waris Hussain, a gay British Indian man. Can you imagine it's 1963 and the BBC put a 20-something female and a gay man of color in charge of their new show? I love it! A show which would go on to be the longest running sci-fi show of all time. Great, great insight, CJ. CJ continues with, I love your guys' honest reactions. I know as we watched that you were struggling a little with the pacing, and that's okay. I really do think that you are both right in your assessment that the second episode will be one that you both really like. At least, I really hope so. LOL. P.S. I promise I try to keep it short. I just have too much to share. Share away.
Yeah,
that's what this is for. I really appreciate the insight, too. That was really cool. Last comments from executive producer Jeremy, who says, I enjoyed the episode. I found it interesting seeing the Doctor being human and falling in love. I also love the period piece aspect of it, also the bit of dread build-up happening in the episode, not just because of the family hunting for the Doctor, but also the references to the fact that 1914 and World War I is coming up. The guests were good in the episode. Jessica Hines, who was in Years and Years. Yeah, that's what he said. Thomas Brodie Sangster from Queen's Gambit, and Game of Thrones, where he played Jojen Reed, who could also see things that are coming, and Harry Lloyd, the first one to be taken by the family, who was terrible to Martha. He was also in Game of Thrones as Daenerys' brother, and is the voice of Victor in Arcane. Wow! You always break it down. I'm going to have to look all that back up. Great reaction. I look forward to part 2. Alright, well, let's get to part 2 of episode 10 right now.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. That's 20 minutes right there.
Literally, it was 1. Okay.
Make your decision, Mr. Smith.
Perhaps if that human heart breaks, the Time Lord will emerge.
One more move, and I shoot.
Oh, the maid is full of fire.
And you can shut up!
Careful, son of mine. This is all for you, so that you can live forever. Shoot you down!
Try it. We'll die together.
Would you really pull the trigger? Looks too scared.
Scared and holding your guns. Good combination. Do you want to risk it? Doctor, get everyone out. There's a door outside. It's over there. Go on! Do it, Mr. Smith!
Look at him looking all scared.
Do what she said. Everybody out now! Don't argue, Mr. Jackson. They're mad. That's all we need to know. Susan, Miss Cooper, outside, all of you! Thank you. Go on to ship. I love you. Mr. Smith, I think you should escort your lady friend to safety, don't you?
Don't let me abandon you. That's what he said.
Mr. Hitch, storm the village, get everyone up. Dutch him up, get back to the school, tell that master.
Touch me. Whose band is dead? Don't! Try
Kid needs to give him a wash back.
Or Sally Boy gets it.
She's almost brave, this one.
I should have taken her form. Much more fun.
So much spirit.
What happened to Jenny? Is she gone?
She's consumed. Her body's mine.
You mean she's dead?
Yes.
And she went with precious little dignity. All that screaming.
Get the gun! Good one, soldier.
Oh yeah, they got the scarecrow zombies.
She's a human. Come on!
We need that watch, baby.
No, like, he needs to give the watch back.
They don't know what it does.
This is super. We've been in hiding for too long. This is sport.
I can smell the school teacher. He's gone back to his academy.
And what do we know about her?
His body has traces of memory. Was once a friend. Martha would go walking to the west. Husband replying, what have the maids said? Go to the west. Find out what she was keeping secret.
Soldiers!
As for you, mother of mine, let's go to school.
Let's go to school.
What are you doing?
Maybe one man can't fight them, but this school teaches us to stand together. Take on! Take on!
I'm doing it!
You fight, don't you? Take on! Take on!
Say so, what's the matter?
Enemy at the door! I can feel enemy at the door!
There's sounding the alarms.
Don't be so pleased, son of mine. His body's a silly and hot that can damage and die. That's why we need the Time Lord.
Indeed, they will have guns. Perhaps a little.
She said.
Very well. You boys, remain on guard. Mr. Snell, telephone for the police. Mr. Phillips, with me, Mr. Investigator.
No, but it's not safe out there.
Mr. Smith, it seems your favourite servant has given me advice. You will control herself.
You gotta know your place, girl.
Gotta find that watch.
You gotta know your place.
Never mind the doctor. John Smith, I was getting to know. He knows it's wrong. Doesn't he?
Mr. Smith, please.
What choice do I have?
Did you hear Martha too? She was like, I'm not a rival, even though I wish I could be, you know?
Get this black plug up.
She's mad that he hasn't fallen in love with her.
Not for you and me.
What are you babbling about?
We go to battle together. We fight alongside. I've seen it. Not here, not now.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you and I both survived this.
We don't survive the next
And
one though.
maybe I was given this watch so I could help. Sorry.
You stole the watch.
Latimer, you filthy coward!
Oh
Just
yes,
sitting
every
there.
time. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Beware of what? Keep away.
Who are you?
I saw you at the dance. You were with that family. You're one of them.
What are you hiding?
Nothing.
What have you got there?
Nothing.
Show me, little boy.
I reckon whatever you are. You're still in the shape of a girl. How strong is she, do you think? Does she really want to see this?
Inside the device.
Everything he is concealed away in the hands of a schoolboy. But now no, that's all we need to find. The boy and the watch. What are we waiting for?
I was waiting for that, sir. As soon as you said it. My men are only trained for the word attack.
I mean, they should just drop fire.
How are these straws gonna break through?
They should just drop fire.
Yeah.
Just catch them on fire.
These bullets ain't gonna do shit.
Find the fighting point.
Look at these baby boys.
It'll be like shooting a pile of straws. He didn't even shoot once. And get away from him. They only...
A straw,
Right.
like you said. Straw.
And no one's dead, sir. We killed no one.
Stand to! Utah, come out of the way. Come into the school.
Shoot
You
her.
know who's out there? It's a Cartwright girl, isn't it? Come here, come to me.
Mr. Rockhart, please. Don't go near her.
You were told to be quiet.
Just listen to me. She's part of it. Matron, tell him.
I don't know. I think we should stay back, Headmaster.
Mr. Smith.
She was with Baines in the village.
Mr. Smith, I have seen many strange sights this night, but there is no cause on God's earth that would allow me to see this child in the field of battle, sir. Come with me.
You're funny.
That's right. Now, take my hand.
So funny. Now who's gonna shoot me? Any of you? Really?
Put down your guns.
Sir, the headmaster.
I'll not see this happen. Not anymore. You will retreat. In an orderly fashion back through the school. Hutchinson, lead the way.
Sir.
I said lead the way.
Well, go on then.
She looks like Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
Go as quick as you can!
Don't go to the village. It's not safe.
And you ladies, not till we got the boys out.
One of these boys has got the watch. This one? No.
This one.
No. This one?
No.
Let it go!
Yes.
But he could never have a life like that.
And I could.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna save you.
We'll blast them into dust, then fuse the dust into glass, then shatter them all over again!
Just stop the bombardment. That's all I'm asking. I'll do anything you want. Just stop.
Say please.
Please.
Is he pretending to be John?
Wait a minute. Still human.
No, I can't pretend to understand. Not for a second. But I want you to know I'm innocent in all this. He made me John Smith. It's not like I had any control over it.
Just make himself human. He made himself an idiot.
Same thing, isn't it?
I don't care about this doctor and your family. I just want you to go. So I've made my choice. You can have him.
Was it a
Just take him,
fake
please, take him away.
Last.
Don't think that saved your life.
Family of mine. Now we shall have the lives of a Time Lord.
It's empty.
Where's it gone?
You tell me.
Oh, I think the explanation might be you've been fooled by olfactory misdirection. A little bit like ventriloquism of the nose. It's an elementary trick in some parts of the galaxy, but it's got to be said. I don't know the look at that hydrochronometer. It seems to be indicating you've got energy feedback all the way through the retro-stabilizers feeding back into the primary heat converters. Or, because if there's one thing you shouldn't have done, you shouldn't have let me press all those buttons.
He's been out there just falling around.
Advice.
Why are they always looking like they're walking away from explosions? It's impossible!
our only ship out of here. Now we have to
He
stay
never
on
raised
this
his
wretched
voice.
planet.
That was the worst thing. The fury of the Time Lord. And then we discovered why. Why this doctor, who had fought with gods and demons, why he'd run away from us and hidden. He was being kind. He wrapped my father in unbreakable chains, forged in the heart of a dwarf star. He tricked my mother into the event horizon of a collapsing galaxy, to be imprisoned there. Forever. He still visits my sister. Once a year, every year. I wonder if one day he might forgive her, but there she is missing. He trapped her inside a mirror. Every mirror. If ever you look at your reflection and see something move behind you, just
Fucking
listen.
fire. That's her. Oh, I love that.
Always her.
How many
As
times
for
did that
me,
happen where you're like, did I
I
just
was
see something move
suspended
back
in
there?
time, and the doctor put me to work standing over the fields of England as their protector. We wanted to live forever,
Oh, we have.
so the doctor made sure that we did.
Fucking savage.
Yeah. He beast up on him. Ooh, that hot ass tablecloth.
Is it done?
It's done.
Police and the army are at school. Parents have come to take the boys home. I should go. They'll have so many questions. I'm not sure what to say. Oh. You look the same. Goodness, I must forget my rudeness. I find it difficult to look at you. Doctor. Let's call you Doctor. Where is he? John Smith?
He's in here somewhere.
Like a story. Could you change back? Really?
No.
No.
I see. Well then.
Is it the dark girl you want to change? You know why you don't want to change back?
He was braver than you.
Exactly.
In the end.
Full of friend.
That ordinary man. You chose to change. He chose to die.
Come with me.
Sorry.
Travel with me.
It's what?
My companion.
But that's not fair.
In June 1914, an Archduke of Austria was shot by a Serbian. And this then led through nations having treaties with nations, like a line of dominoes falling. To some boys from England walking together in France on a terrible day.
1 minute past the hour. It's now. Hutchinson, this is the time. It's now. To the right! To the right!
Oh, they're gonna die.
You can't be changing history like that.
Look at them, they're such babies.
Thank you, Doctor. Come on, chap.
Maybe. I'm not gonna make it.
Oh, yes, you are. Didn't I promise you all those years ago?
That was just last year. This is a year later. Oh, I guess that's just when the war started though. This could be like... Oh, that's so small.
They sleep beyond England's home. They went with songs to the battle.
Aww.
They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and And in the morning, we will remember them.
I love that!
Alright, that was episode 9 of Doctor Who, and yeah, like I thought, much better episode here than the last one for me. The first half of this episode, yeah, still, you know, I know they had to finish talking and wrap it up, had to get it, but then it starts to really get good towards the end right there when the switch was about to change and monologues was going off, and then the doctor surprised them all with the switch that, yeah, I already hit that watch up, and I'm back to being me. And I came and destroyed the whole ship. And then what was savage too is the doctor he put everybody in their place, which is the first time I seen him do that really. Just like take charge and like I'm punishing everybody who was doing bad things. And I thought that was savage right there and good. And we got a little confession too from Martha that, you know, she really loves him, want him to love him too. And now they try to play it off in the end, but at least that's solidified. And they both heard themselves say it. And, you know, we can move on from there and you know, get a little bit more deeper in the love and the relationship that they got, and hopefully they'll become, you know, more than just like companions. But we shall see. But yeah, good ending right here, and really entertaining ending on this episode right here. So let's see another one.
This might be my favorite episode of the entire series so far, and I know that's saying a lot, but like I loved it so much, and it's easily by far my favorite two-parter episode. Now seeing the second part to it, having all the context that was built in the first episode to where it felt like the best direction they've had in a two-parter as far as like being able to deliver on the first half and delivering on the second half. I absolutely love David Tennant in this episode. This is like peak fucking performance acting. His ability, him being John Smith, I'm gonna try to keep it together, and like the visceral feelings of feeling like that person is dying. It reminds me of something, and I can't really pinpoint exactly what it reminds me of, but was so well acted. I believed it so much. Like, I loved all of that as far as him not wanting to, like, be, essentially killed. Like, you're telling me I don't, oh my god, it's so good. I loved it so much. I loved that. I loved a bunch of the monologues, even with the discussion about the war, the imagery of seeing the boys fighting, you know, scarecrows in which they're not killing anybody, and knowing in the context of a year from now they're going to be on battlefields killing other kids too. Oh, it's so good. All of it was so good. I loved, you know, Martha's jealousy as far as like, it's actually really heartbreaking. That's probably my only thing I didn't like about the episode is one, Martha's confession, and also the doctor then trying to invite another companion to come along. Just felt like that was such a big moment for her, and that she was very vulnerable, and the fact that
he didn't really care about
her. Like it didn't feel, I didn't really appreciate the way that played out. So I'm curious to see how it continues with this season and whether we get a little bit more from him, because she deserves it 1,000%. Yeah. Especially with all of her insecurities, with the fact that he always talks about Rose too. Like, I want Martha to have her full-on moment. Like, yes, she's officially a companion now, but like, be invested in Martha beyond that too, I guess. But no, I loved everything about this episode. Absolutely loved the Saving Private Ryan type ending too, seeing the guy like the kid and like him actually getting to see the doctor. All these like little touches this episode. It was, everything felt so intentional, and there was so much more meaning behind it. It was just elevated in a way that I haven't seen this consistently in the series so far. So that has me hyped. Definitely one of my favorite episodes. Had me all in my feelings, but I was geeking. I love this so much. So excited about the prospect that we can have episodes like this, and hoping to get more of this level of content coming forward. So I'm really excited. I was super surprised. So yeah, I'm done. That was one of my favorite episodes.
All right, well look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Doctor Who Season 3, Episode 9. And until next time, peace.